basic theme is that the Fed has immense responsibilities and limited tools. So how do they maneuver in that setting? And I want to say a few words to underline how much change is coming at us fairly rapidly. First of all, there's the information and communication age. In the past, there's diversity everywhere. In the past, it's been possible to ignore it or suppress it. That day is ending. What that means is that the diverse populations express themselves, and they want to be paid attention to. And in the end, you don't have an alternative, because they can protest, and sometimes the protest can be violent. So somehow government policy, writ large, has to be able to cope and learn how to govern over diversity. So that's number one. Number two, we have this awesome combination coming at us fast of a combination of artificial intelligence and what's called 3D printing. I don't know why it's called printing. It should be called 3D manufacturing. What this means is that, on the one hand, very powerful weaponry can be made in large quantities inexpensively. So you don't have to be a government to get a hold of something that could create chaos, even an individual. This underlines the problem of managing differences and diversity, because people can get a hold of this weaponry. I can imagine large-scale drones, not just a drone, a scale of drones coming with weaponry on it. Think of the chaos that that can produce. At the same time, these same forces can produce a large volume of what you need where you are. For example, right now in Tokyo, there's a factory producing lettuce. How can a factory produce lettuce? Come on. There is. It's happening. There's also one in New York City. So the implications of this for trade are pretty big. So my basic message is that there are huge problems out there that governance is going to have to cope with. And how well it does the job is going to have a big impact on what our quality of life is going to be. And the Fed is there as one of the most powerful agencies of the government. And it seems to me it needs to think about its role, because it's powerful, it has big tools, but it doesn't have all the tools. So it has to figure out how you interact, to think a little more elegantly than is now the case with people who have other tools. That's my message.
Okay. Thank you, George. I'm supposed to moderate this panel, but it's obviously not necessary. But I do want to thank you for participating.
Yeah, and you told me to get out of the way. Or okay. The Taylor rule.